So if you want that grown type of friendship where you guys hype each other up but also give each other constructive criticism, this is the type of friend that you need.
What's good, y'all? Welcome to our channel. I'm Maya.
And Sarah.
And we are CharmedanDangerous.
Because you know we're charming.
And we be dangerous.
And we be charming. And we be
dangerous. You couldn't tell from the title, this episode is about Virgo friends. So let's just get right into it. Sarah, what are your thoughts on Virgo friends?
When I think of Virgo friends, I think of the friends that will just keep it 100% with you at all times. They're the type to humble you so effortlessly. Like, Virgos are known for being grounding.
Yeah.
And like, what makes them grounding? Various things makes them grounding individuals.
Yeah.
One of the things that they do is they humble you.
Yes.
When you are humbled, you are grounded.
Facts.
You are put back on earth.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you really have to thank them for it because you need friends like this in your life. I feel like a lot of people have a lot of yes men around them. And a lot of people confuse loyalty with being yes men.
Right.
And I feel like Virgo shows the difference between those things more than anything because they are very much loyal, but they're also not yes men at all.
Right.
And if you don't know what yes men is, it means people that are always just saying yes to everything you do. They're not really calling you out on your shitty behavior. They're letting anything slide by.
Yeah.
And that to me is not a real friend. That's just someone that is scared of you but wants to be around you. And Virgo loves you, which is why they will humble you.
Right.
And they will really give you the honesty about why you're not getting what you want out of life. You know, because they're such hard workers, they notice why you're slacking and where you're slacking. So if you want that grown type of friendship where you guys, you know, hype each other up but also give each other constructive criticism, this is the type of friend that you need. And they try to be polite about it, but at the end of the day, they are Virgos, so they are very much logical about it. Yeah. So they're not always going to say it in a way that is very easily digestible. But again, if you want someone who is going to tell you what you need to do to get your shit together, your Virgo friend is the one you should go to.
No, yeah.
Because they've probably already noticed 3 things about you that have been slacking.
No.
Like they have a list. And don't be offended when they can list it so quickly when you ask them.
This is straight facts.
Yeah.
Straight facts. And the Virgo critical eye is real. And I just need you to also know that they put it on themselves as well. Yeah. But it doesn't hurt any less when it is put towards you. Right. You know? And this criticism can be constructive, but again, it can also be very hurtful. Like, it's not always easy hearing these types of things. And you're right, like, Virgo is not the type to sugarcoat or lie to you to save you. Like, they love you so much that they have to be honest. Like, that's the type of energy that they have.
It's making them sick.
Yes.
They haven't been able to tell you these things.
Yes. Yes.
Physically ill.
And you hit the nail right on the head because Virgo's critical eye sees all of your flaws and outlines them in perfect details and also has like 100 ways to fix them already. Like, they have been thinking about your flaws this whole time. And you're like, damn, like, you were able to list that off too quickly. Like, I know you're thinking about this when we're not together, you know? But you just have to remember that, yes, this Virgo friend isn't doing this to hurt you. Like, they genuinely want to see you flourish. Like, your Virgo friend is probably one of the most supportive friends that you will have in your life. They aren't fluff friends. Like, they are people who are going to stick with you through hard times. And even when life is super, super messy, you know, like, that's not something that intimidates them. That's energy that they're like, let's buckle up, buddy. Like, I'm here for you.
I think one of my favorite things about Virgo friends is their, again, ability to bring grounded energy into your life. They're super, super supportive and enjoy quality time, I would say, more than anything. Like, I love Virgos one-on-one. I feel like that's when they can really tend to you. And as a Scorpio, you know, I know me and Virgos get along super well because we're both such private people that like to hibernate and get energy from being alone. So when we are together one-on-one, I feel like that quality time is really, really something that is valued for both of us. And you know, again, they can be social with you or be a loner with you. You really do get both sides of the coin with Virgo. They're really good at matching your vibe, as most mutables are. And you know, because they're really service oriented, they are really the best at checking in on you to see what it is that you want to do that's going to make you happy.
Yeah.
They just aren't the type to feel like they need to lead. In friendship, they're not. They would much rather make decisions together.
Yeah.
That's what makes them feel safe. So if you want someone that isn't gonna boss you around, Virgo is one of those signs.
Yeah, definitely.
They don't necessarily need to feel like the leader in any sort of group dynamic, in my opinion.
No, I agree.
They do want to be seen for what it is that they can provide, but they aren't show offy in that way. You know?
They're okay to fade into the background, and like they're a good friend in the sense too, like if it's your special day, like they know to take care of you that day.
Exactly.
You know, like they're not gonna be so dramatic, and if something happens, they're not gonna turn around and make it about them, because they know.
I just feel like they're such low maintenance friends, which I enjoy. Like with one of my Virgo best friends, like it really doesn't matter. Like we don't need to be checking in on each other all the time, but when it happens, like it's like, oh my god, this happened, that happened. There is no like ill will or like any sadness or, you know, us getting upset because things don't go as planned. And I feel like Virgos are just very understanding in that sense.
Yes, definitely.
I enjoy that.
Okay, I also want to say, I feel like my Virgo friends give the best advice, and I love to go to them when I'm ready to make a plan for change, because I feel like Virgos really do excel at breaking down your problems and giving you solutions in like manageable pieces. And for me, like their analytical minds are needed, because when I'm being too emotional, they're able to navigate through my tears and be like, here's an unbiased opinion of what is actually happening. And I need that when I'm feeling really emotional, you know, like because I can't see that type of insight. And their attention to detail and good memories, I feel like help string together stuff that you may not have noticed. So I feel like I said, when your life is feeling extra messy, go ahead and call your Virgo friend, because Virgo is the one who will patiently and like neatly help you get and arrange your life back together. And honestly, you know, Virgo lives to talk. So they have no problem giving their 2 cents on like anything as well, you know, and this is like them talking at you, and sometimes they can just ramble too. So beware of that. There's nuggets in there, but they can also ramble at times too.
I absolutely endorse this message. They love to talk.
Yes.
And, you know, I hope you like talking too. You know what I mean? Because they would love for it to be a dialogue.
Yes.
But they do go off on tangents. Because, again, they're that detail-oriented part of Mercury. They're not like Gemini where it's going so fast. Virgo, like, hones in on, like, one thing and they beat it like a dead horse. But some great points are made in between all of that.
Yes.
Virgo friends are some of the best listeners I know. And again, be ready that even though they are such excellent listeners, they are listening and dissecting and judging while that is happening.
We'll have some feedback.
Exactly. Like, why do you think they're listening? So they can make the most accurate judgment of said situation.
Yes.
And, you know, depending on how comfortable they are with you, they will say out loud what it is that they noticed about your situation. You know what I mean? And like, you kind of want that. Like, why else is a Virgo around? Like, you want them to see the details that you couldn't see. They are nature's healers. You know, Virgo is the healer and really can't help but notice all the ways that you are harming yourself.
Yeah.
So if you're not in a place to be told what it is that you're doing wrong, again, don't be around a Virgo, because that's what they are good at.
Yeah.
Like, use them for their full potential.
Yeah.
You know? So when a Virgo gives you a suggestion, a Virgo friend, know that it truly does come from a place of care. And don't not take their advice, because I'm telling you, they're really good at figuring out what it is that you exactly need.
Yes. And I understand, again, it can be hard sometimes, and you may not always be in the right space. And maybe to your Virgo friend, you just say, hey, I need some time to sit and think about what you just shared with me. You know, like they're actually gonna really respect that, right? I think something else that you have to keep in mind about Virgo is that they really value discipline and routine in a friendship. So if you aren't willing to be friends with them through these like dedicated phases that they have, you're not really like down for Virgo or like their energy, you know, because like I said, they get into these dedicated phases. So like maybe they're really into fitness, or like they're trying to learn something new, or they're working on a project. Like they get hyper fixated on stuff, like we're saying, and you will lose touch with them if you don't join them in on that project. And also I feel like you are gonna gain brownie points with them, because most other people I feel like are saying skip the gym, or you know, don't stay those extra hours to like work. So if you're encouraging them in their discipline like efforts and routine, like they're really going to value that about you, because they value that about themselves. Because yeah, when Virgo commits to something, whether it's a task or a promise, they will fulfill it with full dedication and passion and precision, you know, and they bring this dedication to their friendships as well. And I feel like that makes them reliable and trustworthy friends, you know, because they take their obligations very seriously. And so if that means like you need help moving, or a shoulder to cry on, or whatever it is, like they are going to be there for you because they take that responsibility seriously.
Okay, now that we got all the G-rated stuff out the way, let's talk about Virgos and Virgo friends being the freakiest fucking people ever. Your Virgo friend has a lot of stories in the vault, and they're always deciding what's too much. You know what I mean? Should I say this one? Are they going to judge me? They really are such weirdos in the best way. And like, I swear, like Virgos are so secretive about their crazy sexual side. And if your Virgo friend trusts you, like they're gonna show you that side to them, and you better create a safe space for them when they are sharing all of these stories, because they don't do it with everyone. To be honest, they judge themselves for having this side to them.
Facts.
When they really shouldn't. I think everyone deserves to have a little bit of freakiness in their life. And especially you, Virgo. You're so prim and proper.
Right. So
it's time to be a freak in the sheets.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
let loose.
I truly love all my Virgo friends' stories. Like, god damn. It just, I don't know. Like, it's just, there's just something so fun about hearing someone that is usually so proper and so self-disciplined, like talk about the raunchiest shit. Like I love that polarity.
Yeah.
And you definitely receive that from Virgo friends. So don't be shocked if the said virgin all of a sudden is saying like all this crazy shit. And like, don't be the type of friend that's like, oh, I could have never seen that from you, because now they're never gonna share that. Because Virgo has a very set in stone ideal self-image of themselves, even though I feel like it's toxic and you shouldn't, and you should allow yourself to be whoever you want yourself to be. Virgo, I feel like, is very hard on themselves and views themselves in one kind of way. So when people very aggressively calls them out on a new type of behavior that they're showing, they get shy and they feel like all the lights are on them.
Yeah.
So really just be gentle with them when it comes to the different aspects of their personality that they're sharing with you, because they don't do it often.
Yeah.
They always want to fit that mold that they've created.
Yeah.
And I feel like as their friend, you should encourage them to show all of their sides.
Yes.
You know?
100%. Because
they don't do it as openly as other signs.
They don't.
They don't do it.
They get embarrassed so easily. So I feel like they shut down, and I feel like too they're worried about the judgment so much from other people, because they think, oh, I have to be perfect. I have to fit this mold.
And you think about mostly all the other signs, air signs, they're always showing every single side of themselves, talking about it. Fire signs are so bold, you know what I mean, showing every facets of their personality. Scorpio is ever evolving, the phoenix. Cancer and Pisces are emotional. They can't help but show all different aspects of themselves.
Right.
It's, you know what I mean, these earth signs, it makes them feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know, because they've decided who they are, and it's hard for them to mold out of that. And it's, you know, up to the people around them to make them feel safe enough to do so.
Yeah, 100%. Last thing I want to say about Virgo friends is respect their time and effort. I feel like Virgo's sense of responsibility is up there like a Capricorn, and therefore they usually value organization and timeliness. Okay? So if you're planning activities together, try to be punctual. Respect their need to want to stick to a plan that you guys have decided, you know? And if they made a reservation or set something up for you, make sure you're giving that thanks and praise. Kind of like Sarah said earlier, like they really thrive when they are feeling useful and appreciated for their efforts. So make sure you're acknowledging them even when it seems like they don't want to be acknowledged. Like they really need that shit. They be too modest sometimes, but like you as their friend, you need to appreciate them and vocalize that appreciation. Otherwise, they may feel like you are disrespecting them or worse, embarrassing them, and they will leave, you know, and possibly ghost you because they're like, you should know how you disrespected me.
No, for real. Yeah, actually. I feel like Virgos need to be more honest with their friends and lovers.
Yes.
When it comes to how much they haven't been receiving. I'm just saying. I feel like Virgos get walked all over. Maybe not the heterosexual man. This ain't for you.
She ain't talking about you.
Exit out, up, higher, X. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe some of you, yeah, whatever. But I just genuinely feel like the gays and the girls that are Virgos, like they just be working overtime. And then they don't fucking call out the people that aren't giving them half of what they've been giving out. And I don't like that for you. So say it. If you're a service-oriented person who's always doing shit for people and it's not being given back to you in any sort of capacity, yeah, there is a disbalance here. And I feel like Virgo thinks they need to work harder.
Right.
And it's like, that's not how it works.
Yeah, it's like you don't shut down and work harder.
Yeah. You need to tell them,
noticed.
I've been working and you ain't giving me nothing. Not, I'm gonna work harder and maybe they'll notice.
Right.
That is insanity. Don't do that shit. Now let's talk about something positive. I honestly feel like Virgos, my Virgo friends are some of the funnest people I know and the funnest people to talk shit with and giggle with. Like they truly have so many feelings about, again, how they feel about people, but they don't tell them. Who do they tell? Me. And I love being that person that you feel safe enough with. And you know, if you have a Virgo friend, you know that like they're so polite when they meet people, like they just get along with everyone because they're so polite, but you know how they really feel about people, and it's so funny hearing how they actually feel about them. And yeah, just like release all the judgments that you've been feeling. Release your inhibitions, baby. Tell me everything you've been feeling, because you know they're such chatty Cathys when they feel comfortable with you. And I don't know if it's my Gemini moon or what, but that Virgo energy, I just love it when you guys can't stop talking shit.
No, me too. It's one of my favorite times to be around Virgo energy.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why it's kind of important to share a hobby with them so you can see that passionate, talkative side of them come out, because they make something as basic as watching TV like freaking fun.
So fun. Like it's honestly one of the best experiences to be the audience of a Virgo with their unfiltered mouth.
Yes, it's
Thank you for having me tonight.
Yes. And I feel like too, they can like let it all out because it's like, we don't know these people.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly. And the funny thing is, as they're telling you a story, feel free to be like, who's this person? And they'll go off on a tangent and tell you everything about this person, and then they'll come back to the story. And now you suddenly have like
all the info
background on that character.
Yeah.
Final thing, I truly feel like, and people will say it's because they're overly logical. Well, people being me, they are very logical. But I do think that Virgo's ability to emotionally regulate themselves is a skill. I genuinely feel like these people will teach you how to control your emotions. Granted, I wish sometimes they would express their
Show
emotions, but they will definitely teach you how to regulate your emotions. And, you know, if your Virgo friend is going through their bi-yearly meltdown, please cancel all your plans and be there for them, because they truly need you, and this does not happen often.
No, it doesn't. And think of how often they are there for you, so you can be there and drop everything for them this 1 or 2 times a year.
No.
It is your duty.
Truly, truly.
Yes.
The Mercurials just want to talk it out.
They need to.
Be there with them while they talk it out. They don't really care what advice you have.
No.
They just need to talk it out.
They already have the answer within themselves.
Yeah.
Always. They just need to...
Yeah. Word vomit. Let it out.
Try it out a few times.
Alright, you guys. Thank you for kicking it with your girls while we talk about Virgo friends. Do you guys agree with any of our points? Do you have any Virgo friends? What's your favorite thing about them?
Let us know.
If you are a Virgo, what can people be doing better in friendship for you?
Yeah.
Let us know. I would love to hear it.
Right.
If you're new here, hello. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you've been watching for a while, I don't know why you're not subscribed.
Right.
Don't forget that we post our YouTube concept videos usually every Tuesday, but that might switch around, you know, life. But podcast does go live every Thursday. And we're going to link our socials somewhere over here. We love you guys, and we'll see you later.